will provide a valuable opportunity to exchange ideas, share experiences, and explore solutions that can help build more effective, inclusive, and people-centered public institutions. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to invite to the stage Mr. Batasalia, the Minister of Justice of Georgia. Please join me in welcoming. Minister, the floor is yours.
Mr. Prime Minister, Mr. Under-Secretary General of UN, distinguished ministers, respected ministers, members of the Parliament, representative of diplomatic corps, dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you to Georgia. For us, it's an immense honor to be paying host to the UN Public Service 2026 Forum, the event which is embracing the different country leaders, practitioners, experts, so it unites them around one goal: how to set up such public institutions which will be serving the citizen well, so will enhance confidence and efficiently responding to the 21st century challenges. First and foremost, I would like to render my thanks to the Prime Minister of Georgia, Mr. Irakli Kobakhidze, for providing support to the host of this forum, and the special thanks to the Under-Secretary General of UN, to Mr. Lee Jinhua, whose contribution and efforts in narrow collaboration played an important role in successful organization of this event. Also, I render my thanks to every participant, partners and organizers, owing to whose efforts we have gathered here. It's especially symbolic that the inauguration of today's forum is occurring on the 23rd of June. This is the UN Public Service Day. This day is not only the professional recognition day, so on this day we have the opportunity one more time to state our deep veneration towards the people who on daily basis are serving the society, and oftentimes they are creating the grounds beyond the attention of the society on which the efficient functioning of the state rests, due to the fact that the strength of the government is not measured only by its institutions, but by the professionalism, responsibility, and commitment of the people who are giving life to this institution. Public service is not solely the administrative system. This is the citizens and the state connecting bridge. So this is the trust which is built on an everyday basis. And that's why the strong state originates from the strong public service. When the world is changing at the unprecedented speed, the one fundamental question is facing the states: how to retain the confidence of the citizens in the epoch of changes. Technology may vary, so the service delivery form may vary, the communication means may change, but one stays unchanged. The citizen is desirous the state to be accessible, efficient, fair, and trustworthy. And this topic of this forum is responding to this point: transformation of the public institutions, the assistance of inclusion and transformation. Today, the transformation of the public sector is not only one of the directions of the development. This is the inescapable necessity, but any type of transformation is not solely based on the technological advancement. Its main target, its main end, the main measure is a human being. If innovation does not better the citizen's life, if reform is not enhancing the trust of the citizen, then such changes cannot attain its goals. Exactly owing to this, we are extremely delighted that this important forum is being held in Tbilisi. Georgia historically have been the space where different cultures, ideas, and experience met one another. And today we want Tbilisi, during a couple of days, to turn into the venue where the experience from different corners of the world and the new partnership and new capabilities to be the possibility for Georgia. Over the last year, Georgia has been very actively working to develop the public services, modernize state institutions, and the digital governance enhancement. This experience, one more time, displayed that every successful reform is executed, then the main target is a human being, and the main pillar is the trust of the citizen. In the course of the next days, we will discuss the digital transformation, responsible utilization of AI, the data protection, inclusive management, so the engagement of the society, the public service, accessibility, improvement. But the main value of this forum are not the diversity, is not the diversity of topic. Its main value are the people who are here, who gathered in this hall, the people who can learn one another's experience, the people who are carrying out changes in alterations in their own countries, the people who can render today's discussion into tomorrow's solution, because the process sets off when the experience, knowledge and new ideas converge. Very often in such events, the decisions are born when later on they turn into real policy and real results. Ladies and gentlemen, at finality, the public governance success is not measured by the technology, by the buildings, by the statistics. Its genuine measure is to what extent it is bettering the life, everyday life of an ordinary person, how it strengthens the confidence, or enhances the trust, and creates the sensation with the citizen that the state is standing by. That's why we have gathered here, to share experience to one another, to learn from one another, and together craft more efficient, more transparent, and human-centric public institutions. I am assured that Tbilisi Forum, in the attaining of this goal, will contribute dearly. Thank you very much for your attention.
Minister of Justice of Georgia, Mr. Paetasalia, thank you. And now it's time to invite to the stage His Excellencies, Mr. Lee Junhua, Under Secretary General for Economic and Social Affairs of the United Nations, to deliver his remarks. Please.
Your Excellency, Mr. Irakli Kopakhidze, Prime Minister of Georgia. Your Excellency, Mr. Paetasalia, Minister of Justice of the Georgia. Excellencies, distinguished participants, dear colleagues, good morning. I would like to begin by conveying a message from the Secretary General of the United Nations, Mr. Antonio Guterres, on the occasion of the United Nations Public Service Day. Let me quote: "From schools to social work, from courts to clean the streets, from national parks to the policing, to the public transport, to peace, public servants made the world go around." On United Nations Public Service Day, we honored the contributions of the public servants everywhere and reaffirmed the public sector's foundational role in building safe and stable societies. As climate change, conflict, and artificial intelligence reshape the world, our future depends on institutions that are innovative and ready to adapt. This means ensuring digital technologies are deployed ethically and effectively, both to reach the people in need and to enable greater participation in decision-making. By working with transparency, integrity, and fairness, the public servant can help to strengthen good governance and build trust between people and institutions. Let's support the dedicated people who turned the policies into progress and together build a better future for all, end of quote. Excellencies, distinguished participants, welcome to the 2026 UN Public Service Forum. It is a great honor to open this year's forum alongside dedicated public servants from every region of the world. Your commitment to servicing people and strengthening institutions underpins effective governance and sustainable development. First and foremost, let me extend my sincere gratitude to the government and the people of Georgia for graciously hosting this forum in the beautiful and historical city of Tbilisi. Excellencies, we gathered at the moment of the profound uncertainty. Across the world, societies face interconnected crises, economic instability, geopolitical tensions, widening inequality, climate-related shocks, rapid technological transformation, and persistent public health challenges. At the same time, trust in institutions is strained, and every benefits of the multilateralism are being questioned. The challenges before us are immense, and the path ahead may seem rocky and uncertain. These conditions tested our collective resolve and action. Yet it is precisely in such moments that strong public institutions are most essential. Now, more than ever, the dedication, professionalism, and commitment of the public servant are needed urgently. When the world is turbulent, public institutions must act as an anchor. They provide stability, inspire trust, and help guide societies through the uncertainty. Today, citizens rightly demand the more responsive, transparent, and equitable services. Traditional approaches are no longer enough. We need deep structural transformation centered on people and grounded in trust. Institutions must not merely adapt. They must evolve to meet the genuine needs of the people they serve. This year's forum responded to that call by focusing on 4 essential pillars, namely innovation, inclusion, participation, and accountability. First, innovation is a necessity. Public institutions must harness rapid technological advances and digital transformation. Rather than simply reacting to the crisis, they must increase their capacity to anticipate emerging trends, adapt early, and actively shape the better outcomes. Second, transformation only succeeds if it leaves no one behind. Public institutions must serve the all of society, especially the most vulnerable and marginalized. Inclusive governance is the engine of the social cohesion. It reduces inequality and ensures that progress and prosperity are shared equitably. Third, meaningful participation and engagement drives effective policy making. True engagement builds public trust. By creating genuine spaces for dialogue and co-creation, governments strengthen public ownership, improve the policy outcomes, and bridge the gap between institutions and the communities they serve. Fourth, transparency and accountability are indispensable. Periods of the rapid change often breed uncertainty and skepticism. Public trust is earned, strengthened, and sustained only through the unwavering integrity, openness, and a consistent commitment to accountable public actions. Together, these 4 pillars form the bedrock of resilient, trustworthy governance rooted in people's needs and aspirations. They embody the blueprint for the public sector, capable of delivering the responsive, equitable, and effective services that the people deserve. Excellencies, distinguished participants, dear colleagues, over the next 3 days, let us turn these principles into action by exchanging experiences, practical solutions, and innovative ideas. We can fundamentally transform and strengthen our public institutions. Let us reaffirm the collective commitment enshrined in the Sustainable Development Goals to serve all the people everywhere and leave no one behind. Once again, I would like to express my deepest appreciation to the government and the people of Georgia, and particularly to the Ministry of Justice of Georgia for its long-standing commitment to the public service and for hosting the 2026 UN Public Service Forum. It is now my great honor to invite His Excellency Mr. Pata Salia to the stage to accept this token of our recognition. Thank you.
Thank you. Now it's my great honor to invite His Excellency Mr. Irakli Kobakhidze, the Prime Minister of Georgia, to deliver his keynote address. Please.
I salute the Georgia's Minister of Justice, Under-Secretary General of UN, ministers, parliamentarians, public servants, our distinguished guests, the forum participants. So I am delighted that I am welcoming you on the opening event of the UN Forum, which is held first time in Georgia. For this, it's an immense responsibility to be the host of this international event. I would like to render my thanks to the Ministry of Justice of Georgia, UN Social Economic Issues Department, and all the partners by whose efforts it became possible to organize the forum on the highest level. I would like to congratulate you the International Day of Public Services, and a lot of thanks to every public servant, civil servant, who with professionalism, with commitment is serving the state. This day, one more time, reminds us a strong institution, efficient governance in the public services is the main condition of the development of the country. All bearing in mind this end, from 2025, according to the European public governance, Georgia is consistently carrying out the public governance reform with the goal to create the state institutions which are citizen-centric, responsible, and one of the successes is the model of the justice halls, which is the people-centric service delivery facilities. 127 these halls of justice are functioning, where the people have the access to the services. Also, the inculcation of the integral system, e-system, so was important, which functions in 63 municipalities. So the citizens and businesses have access to the local services, so remotely and on the ground, so one window stop. The people-centric public service development, strongly contributed by the service agency of Ministry of Interior of Georgia, offering over 100 services to the citizens and businesses and offering the international standard-based model. Over the past period was introduced the issuance of the certificates and also distance registration of transport means, which gives the opportunity to the citizens to use very important services without visiting the public institutions. The public services access increase. Together with this, we pay a lot of attention to the digital transformation. Our goal, this process, to render more fast, so more efficient and trustworthy institutions. Right now, the citizens have the opportunity to get over 400 services remotely, and in the public services, we are inculcating the modern technology and the AI-supported verification services. So together with this people-centric innovation service development, we are paying a lot of attention to effective management of public resources, enhancement of accountability in 2025. Within the Georgian government was set up the Government Efficiency Department with the main goal, state project, procurement, and the program, so evaluation, monitoring, and assistance of rational use of the public resources. Our goal is that each public service should provide a lot of benefits to the citizens. That's why we pay a lot of attention to the further development of the public procurement as the system as one of the most efficient instrument according to the monitoring analysis in 2025-2026. As a result of the direct economy and tender optimization, over 390 million laris have been saved. So efficient management services are widely inculcated in different spheres of the state governance. In the Ministry of Economy and Sustainable Development, so the total saving in the Ministry of Sustainable Development and Economy totaled 825 laris. So as the result of the optimization of procurement and different processes, 425 staffers optimization, so the annual saving totaled 60 million laris. So in the different projects of the public procurement and reconsidering the public procurement agreements gave the economy of 725 million laris. In parallel with the practical steps, the important legal changes have been carried out which enhance the transparency of the procurement system, competitiveness and efficiency. New mechanisms are assisting for more active participation of SMEs and also more responsible and goal-oriented management of the public resources. So the efficient governance grounds are not only streamlined processes, but also the motivated and with high responsibility civil servants are creating this. That's why the public service occupies a very important place in terms of the development and the governmental, the legal institutional changes. So seriously improve the modern system of the staff management. So we in the public system, we have over 45,000 persons employed for ensuring the open and competitive environment by the unified platform. So we issued 3,500 vacancies. In the internship program, over 1,400 youth got the opportunity to receive the first professional experience in the public sector, and hundreds of them continue their professional activities in the public service. The experience of the past year shows that between institutional reforms and the progress, there are narrow ties. In 2025, so the Georgia economic growth received 9.5%, and by the data of the first 4 months of the current year, so the growth was 4.2%. Georgia is one of the most fastest growing economy. So these outcomes have been conditioned by many factors, but their basis are efficient state institutions and the consistent implementation of the reforms. Owing to this, the modernization of the public sector and the constant improvement of the governance is one of the main aspects of the country development. In this process, the special attention is attached to international collaboration and experience sharing. I am assured that the Forum of the UN Public Service will assist the formation of the new collaboration and the sharing of the best practices, which will give us help. So wish success to the forum, wish you interesting the discussions and the efficient.
Prime Minister of Georgia, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the United Nations Public Service Forum 2026. forum now is officially open. Congratulations. Over the next 3 days, we will have different sessions, workshops, and different meetings. So congratulations and have a good luck, and wish you all the best. Congratulations once again.